Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're digging into a fascinating story from a single city where the ground itself is in a constant battle with the homes built right on top of it. It's a case study that really pulls back the curtain on the hidden forces that could be affecting your own house right now. To answer that, we're heading to Central Texas. There's a hidden war being waged every single day right under people's feet, and it gives us a perfect window into this exact problem. So here we are. Round Rock, Texas. We're using it as our example because it's the perfect storm of local geology, wild weather, and even the city's history of rapid growth. All these things have come together to turn something as simple as plumbing into an incredibly complex challenge. I mean, think about it. In a typical home, the ground is pretty stable. It just sits there. But in Round Rock, it's a totally different world down there. It's a hostile environment where shifting earth and mineral-packed water are constantly attacking the pipes. So what exactly are the forces driving this underground war? Let's go ahead and identify the main antagonists in our story. And as it turns out, it's not just one single bad guy. It's a whole crew of them working together. The number one issue is this stuff: expansive clay soil. Imagine the ground beneath your house literally breathing. When it rains, the soil swells up, squeezing your pipes. Then, when it dries out, it shrinks and pulls away. This constant movement puts an unbelievable amount of stress on rigid pipes, which leads to cracks and broken joints. And it's not just the soil attacking from the outside. The water itself is a problem. It's hard water, which means it's full of minerals. These tiny particles don't just flow through. They build up on the inside of pipes and appliances, creating this sort of slow-motion clog. It's like damage from the inside out. So you see, it's not about just one thing. It's this punishing combination. You've got the shifting soil, the hard mineral buildup, the extreme Texas temperature swings from blistering summers to sudden winter freezes. And on top of all that, you have a mix of piping materials from decades of rapid development. Old, rusty galvanized steel right next to modern plastics. Now, these environmental culprits don't just exist on paper. They leave behind a trail of very real and often very, very expensive problems for the people who live there. And this is where you can see the direct link, right? That shifting soil we talked about doesn't just cause a small leak. It can lead to catastrophic foundation damage. And the hard water, it doesn't just make your soap less bubbly, it can completely destroy essential appliances like your water heater. Let's just zoom in on one of these consequences. That hard water is especially brutal on water heaters. It basically turns them into ticking time bombs of premature failure. And this comparison is just wow. That mineral sediment from the hard water builds up so fast that water heaters in the Round Rock area often fail years, sometimes many years earlier than the national average. That's a clear and costly consequence of the local environment. But, facing these challenges isn't a lost cause. It just means you have to get smart. It requires a specialized approach, one that's designed to fight back against these specific local threats. The strategy for building a tougher, more resilient system is really a three-pronged attack. You got to know the enemy, you have to choose the right weapons, and you have to follow the established battle plan. And that plan has to be methodical. You can't guess. This kind of structured three-step process is crucial for accurately diagnosing the real problem, is it the soil or the water, and then making sure the repair is done right the first time, with no shortcuts. The choice of material here is absolutely critical. For instance, flexible PEX tubing can actually move with the shifting soil instead of fighting against it. Now, you can still use traditional copper, but it has to be a specific, thicker grade, known as Type L, to have any prayer of withstanding that underground pressure. And this part is fascinating. The local building codes aren't just bureaucracy, they're specifically designed to counteract these environmental threats. They mandate things like expansion tanks and pressure regulators, acting as a crucial, pre-written blueprint for resilience against the area's unique challenges. So why does this deep dive into one Texas city's plumbing problems matter to you, especially if you live nowhere near Round Rock? What's the takeaway here? Well, the key takeaway is this. Hidden forces are probably impacting your own home's infrastructure, whether you realize it or not. Round Rock's challenges are just a really clear example of a universal truth. Every single home is in a constant conversation with its environment. So think about it for a second. What are the hidden challenges where you live? Is it corrosive salt air near a coast, extreme humidity that causes mold, maybe seismic activity, or something else entirely that's unique to your region? Ultimately, understanding the unique environmental challenges of your specific location is the absolute first step to ensuring your home is built not just to stand, but to last. Because every home has its own hidden battleground. The real question is, do you know what yours is?